Hey guys, it's Jet888 here, November 6th, so it's 11/6. I'm going to cover a couple headlines today, which is kind of unusual for me. I don't usually do this, but there's a couple things that I noticed I wanted to look at. So here I just seen the Sierra Leone fuel tanker explosion, at least 84 killed. They're talking about 84, they always are giving our numbers, and I'm scrolling in this story about a fuel tanker explosion. And it in the same article just kind of shows this: people are dying in a building collapse. So they're talking about a building collapse, and I want you to look at this real quick with me, because what I thought was a little unusual, besides the video itself is 132 minutes long. Now, this isn't a Bible study at all, but I did want to just go over this because it was interesting. When I looked at Romans 1:32, which was the length of that video, in the King James Bible, it says, "Who, knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them." The New King Version says, "Who, knowing the righteous judgment of God, those who practice such things are deserving of death. Not only do they do the same things, but also approve of those who practice them." And I went here, it says for cross-references of this, there's a Hosea, is that how you say it? 7:3. "They delight the king with their evil, and the princes with their lies." And this Acts 2:22, which I thought was interesting because 2:22 is Hitler, but it says, "And when the blood of your witness Stephen, Ashley covered him yesterday, was shed, I stood there giving my approval and watching over the garments of those who killed him." It basically says God's wrath against sin, although they know God's righteous decree that those who do such things are worthy of death. They not only continue to do these things, but also approve of those who practice them. It just kind of made me think about those and the people who work there, and them, and them, and them, among other people and corporations. But I'm watching this video here about this building collapse, and if you notice, look at this. Look at these people. Look at their lips. They're all tight-lipped. People are tight-lipped. They don't want to say anything. But what I noticed was how clean all their clothes are. I mean, if you were grabbing people out of the rubble, there's one guy, look at that. That guy is the only one that has any dirt on him. Look, here's someone that they pulled out from under the building. Do you see any dirt on that shirt? And look at the workers' hats. Do you see any dirt? These guys are carrying someone on a gurney from that they supposedly had pulled out of a building. Do you see any dirt? So they're telling CNN they pulled at least 3 people from the rubble. If you were digging in the rubble and pulling out 3 people, do you think you'd have any dirt on your shirt? And look at this guy's shoes, or feet. No dirt on them. And that guy up on top telling people what to do. No dirt. Look at these guys. No dirt. No dirt. Of course, they're reaching high. And here this cop guy is saying that they're not leaving until they get to ground zero. When you hear the word ground zero, what does that make you think of? Well, at least the computer, when you look or type in the words ground zero, that's what you're getting. When I looked at the word building collapse, it was the Alpha and Omega birth and First Amendment was building collapse. And then this guy says, for now, the rescue mission is on and all hands are on deck. And at the same time, right when he was saying that, that computer, the closed caption, also brought up this. This is fun and all of us are not leaving until I get to building. So is that something that one of the people in the background said? I mean, this is fun and all. This is fun, and all of us are not leaving until I get to building. So that's sort of strange. That's a little bit of a clearer shot, but this is fun and all of us are not leaving until I get to building. And in gematria, when you look at the words all hands on deck, those are the numbers, and 296 is sacrifices, the alpha omega, that's the beginning and the end, and 123 is that shot there, conspiracy, Bible God is here, DNA storms, dark winter. The video length is also 132, which is also MAGA. And they have this number 17 guy climbing up on the rebel. He also shows up in the background there, number 17. If you look at the number 17, it also ends up being that. So we've got that one dirty guy, but look how clean this guy's shoes are. If he's helping anyone dig anyone out of a building, why are his feet so clean? So we have all these guys digging in the rubble in the buildings, and none of them have dirty shirts. You got number 17, which is NWO. You've got the rescued people with super clean shoes and feet. I mean, Sierra Leone's having a really bad day because they also have some major accident, some blast of some tanker, Freetown, Sierra Leone. An oil tanker exploded near Sierra Leone's capital, killing at least 92 people. 92. Bread, fear, end game, beer. So this oil tanker supposedly ran into, or a truck ran into the oil tanker and causing a fuel leak, and all the it says large crowds gathered to collect leaking fuel, and then it exploded and burned all these people, 92, and the numbers change. It's 98, 91. Also, when you look at Sierra Leone, 121, it's second coming. Here it is here. Watch. At least 84 killed in fuel tanker explosion. Sierra Leone. So Sierra Leone is West Africa. There's their Freetown. Their motto is unity, freedom, and justice. So here's the top view of these supposed tanks or the truckers that hit each other. And here's the tankers. But it's interesting because where they're touching, now they're not. So this headline reads, the explosion occurred after two vehicles collided on the highway while the fuel tanker was about to enter a nearby filling station to discharge its fuel. So here's that picture from above. There's the two fuel tankers. The one on the bottom that's being T-boned, that's the fuel tanker. I don't see a gas station anywhere here. Doesn't look like it's turning in to dump its fuel. Now they're making it 99 people that were killed. So at 10 o'clock at night, you've got 99 people that just happen to be out on the corner when this thing collides with another truck. But I thought it was kind of strange how they go from Sierra Leone fuel tanker, and in the same article, it mixes with this building where everyone is super clean. It's just sort of a weird, and I noticed that one more article today. So there's a few anagrams with Sierra Leone, release iron regarding aliens or alien re-rose. And here's those trucks that somehow they're no longer touching each other, even though they are here. I mean, look at this truck from supposedly last night. There they are T-boning each other. So notice the yellow color on this. And then here, this is another article. In Nigeria, at least 8 dead after Nigerian oil tanker explosion. And that is January 2019. And it's interesting too, because these same type of a story happened, that they said that the locals, once the tankers collided, they rushed in to gather up and scoop up some gasoline, and that's when it explodes. That's when you have these high death rates. So I'm not sure if you guys saw this today, but this is in November 6, 12:12 a.m. So the 12:12 time they've got is this Ophiuchus, my lord, and then Kobe Bryant helicopter crash. But the story talks about Travis Scott, the American rapper. In Houston, the crowd at Houston Music Festival surged toward the stage during the performance by rapper Travis Scott. Travis Scott, his same numbers, the 166, is also one world order. Kind of like the 17, the New World Order. And here, Yahoo kind of does the same thing that those other channels at the Sierra Leone stories do. It goes from talking about Travis Scott. See if I can get this to play a little bit. Oh, and also the video length, 501. 501 is AI. So here's at night, they've got this music festival. He's talking about the crowd surging. They're talking about, this lady was talking and she said that people just started fainting. But they're trying to push it that people are crushing together, but people just started fainting. Here's a girl that was recalling the incident. Look at her smiling. It's kind of weird. But she said that that caused some panic. The people started fainting. 11 of these people were hospitalized with cardiac arrest, which is what one of the symptoms is from these jabs we're seeing. They got their little entourage sitting there, and this police said that the crowd surge left hundreds injured, at least 17. Is it dead? I think it's 17 hospitalized, but a lot of them had cardiac issues, including a 10-year-old boy. But there's your 17 again. So hundreds injured, 8 people dead. Just letting you read it. So they're talking about the panic and all that. 1711, there's her favorite numbers. Here, like she's recalling it. She doesn't look very stressed, does she? She's smiling. So it's talking about 3rd annual Astro. Yeah, it's the Astro World Chaos, they're calling it, but Astro World, 2 warlords. The word Astro World can be looked at, the anagram is 2 warlords. Of course, I have to show you the round circle, the triangle. And here they're talking about, they're setting up reunification centers. And then all of a sudden they go during the day on Friday. These people are rushing checkpoints, disturbing security, but they're trying to throw it all in one story. So they keep going back and forth. It's really weird. I mean, they're showing all these people rushing. Just kind of weird. It's a weird combination of stories. See, they lost 10-year-old kids with heart issues. Anyhow, I just think that these are weird headlines, and I think that they're really just trying to distract people from all the information that's coming out of these big jabs they're trying to force on people. So a mass casualty incident is what they're calling it. So they've got hospitals being set up, reunification things being set up. It's just weird. This is weird. People surging. He said they have people falling and passing out. I wonder what that's from. Could it be from the jab that's finally starting to take effect. Anyhow, just a couple articles today. They're all lumped together. It's just sort of weird. Alright guys, we'll talk to you later. Remember, be aware of the distractions, the signs that they show you. The death tolls being covered up is something else that they're not. The words that they show in here. Oh yeah, just one more thing. If you go to my community page, you'll see a little picture that I shared with this guy, Biden, and he talked about, this is the closed caption, it says, meteor is headed to crash into our economy. It's very clear when he says this, very clear. This is the link that I saw it at, and it was at the 6-minute and 30-second minute mark. About a meteor is headed to crash into our economy. Saying it very clearly. You can find the link at my community page. Alright, be careful of the crazy stuff. And November 8th through 11th, also get your little supplies if you need, because who knows what's going to happen in those days. Stay safe, guys.